Have you ever done this before? You pick up your phone to check the time, but 2 hours later, you still don't know what the time it was. I do that almost every day, but today, I won't let it go. As a mobile app developer, I know many tricks those apps use to get users hooked. But the problem is, these apps consume too much time, but didn't pay back proportionally. I saw many people on the Reddit complaining about the phone addiction, and most of them really want to use phone as a productive tool, but unconsciously get pulled in addictive apps. So today I'm gonna share my 5 tools to help me stop mindless scrolling, and I will explain why I use these tools instead of others. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna post all the resources I mentioned in this video. Number 1, the Zen Detox app launcher. Almost every day, when I focus on a project, a notification bomb breaks my flow. So if I check the content, it's usually just clickbait from a social media or shopping app. But I found a quick workaround. Install a Minimalist app launcher. The biggest advantage of a Minimalist app launcher is it regulates our notification rules. It grades out the red dots and whitelist apps that allow to disturb. These notifications are like magnets for our eyes. Our brain will see them and goes, oh no, I must check it. It must be something important. So we grade out, our attention are secured. You may think, what if I miss something important from my boss and lose my job? Don't worry, here's my solution. I tell my VP something like, hey, my doctor says I need to use my phone less. So please call me instead of messaging me. I'll check messages during lunch and dinner time. And remember, you can always call me between 6 to 7 p.m. The second advantage is it prompts me to set a time limit before opening an app. Having it automatically close after the time limit definitely snaps me out of the temptation. Every time this happens, I feel grateful for this feature. The one I use is called Zen Detox Phone. I have put the download link below and you can have a try. Number 2, the AI Accountability Buddy. When I got stuck on a problem, my escape mode will be triggered, and I end up scrolling forums for hours, which feels terrible, but I found a helpful companion, AI, to solve my problem. You might have tried this before, but my version is smarter than yours. It's called Thinkable Claude. I find a special prompt that can unhide the thinking process of Claude, so I give the problem and peep its thinking process, and then get inspired from that. The results never disappoint me. It's free and available. Just check the links in the description and take it for your needs. Number 3, Authentication Trap. As a content creator, I often do research on new products. The most frustrating situation is when I'm slow on work and a web resource needs a phone login or two-factor authentication. Every time I pick up my phone to get authenticated, I get distracted by app. I won't talk about this too much or this video will be filled with swearing. The solution isn't straightforward. But here's what works for me. Since I don't mind Google that much, I use Google Login whenever possible. And I use a desktop authenticator app rather than the mobile authenticator. And I also keep my phone linked with laptop to accept SMS code. Recently, many websites are accepting passkeys. This is the technology allow using a USB stick to unlock account. So I also ordered one called YubiKeys. You can subscribe and get updates on this. Solution 4, podcasts. I used to scroll through my phone for information before going to bed, but it always leads to staying up late until 3 a.m. Why? The problem is that short videos and social media posts are engineered to catch your attention as much as possible in order to get ads delivered and sales promoted. What is worse is that many posts pretend to share valuable personal experience, but actually trying to generate leads to their crappy products. With AI-generated content flooding these platforms, it becomes even harder to trust what we see. But podcasts are a hidden gem in our addictive internet landscape. After switching from short videos to podcasts, I can simply lie in bed, listen quietly, and drift off to sleep, something that never happened with visually stimulating app. You can download Spotify or Apple Podcasts and take a try. Solution 5. Innovation, no distraction. Most of the time, I just pick up my phone without any clear intention. This unconscious behavior results in a high pickup records and make me feel bad. According to scientific research, putting candidates 2 meters away from people instead of right on their desk reduces sugar consumption for 47%. Using this principle, I keep my phone beyond 1 arm's length, and it works even better if I put it out of sight. My favorite spot is behind my laptop screen. I can still reach it when needed, but since it's out of my vision, I'm much less tempted to check. Using this simple trick, I can even halve the pickup number. Using these simple tricks, I reduced my screen time by 60%. That means it saves me 3 hours every day in just 1 hour's effort. The best part, it's lasting. So start small with the app launcher trick. It's the quickest win. I'm also building a community that makes advanced tools to fight against the attention economy. And just subscribe to join us.